football is very popular in our country. It's all over. You know, in streets you go, in schools, you find but kids are playing football. It was the first time for us to go to the African National Cup, and it was so vibrant. It was so vibrant. We are very proud to have our national team really participating.
It was something of a watershed moment when Botswana took part in the Africa Cup of Nations earlier this year. Though the Zebras struggled in Gabon, returning home after 3 group stage defeats, the pride surrounding their unexpected qualification was felt across the country. The success was built around a philosophy of improving the game from the grassroots, something that really took hold with the appointment of technical director Ben Kofi in 1993. On a recent trip to Gaborone, we met some of the people driving this vision, including one of Kofi's successors, Sonnyboy Setibe.
We put in place regional football development programs, and the boys that were representing the country in Gabon, majority of them were a product of such a development. And we believe because it's a workable project, workable approach, we should not abandon it. We should otherwise reinforce and make sure that the conveyor belt in terms of blood production doesn't stop.
This success is aided by outside support such as Premier Skills, the international development project of England's Premier League, which prioritises the improvement of local coaching. In Botswana, the former graduates are now being trained to pass on their experience to new coaches. Paul Hughes helps run the programme.
This week was about the coach educators that we've been developing, passing on a course and their knowledge and skills to some new coaches that have come in from Botswana. Because they really believe in building from the grassroots up, rather than in some countries we go for the top-down approach where we focus on sort of the elite and the national side, affecting really sort of participation levels at the bottom. So yeah, they see the value in not only developing players technically but also in terms of their life skills development and how that can benefit the local community.
This focus on life skills is especially pronounced at the Moshupo Boys Prison, where warden and coach educator Ernest Mahala puts his experience into practice. He designs drills that not only help the boys improve their technique, but also aid them outside the game.
The combination of the football and the life skills do a lot as far as community development is concerned, because children like to play. Then for you to capture them, you need to do a certain activity. So when they still enjoy the activity, then you can relay a message, like what we're doing in this circuit. They enjoy football at the same time with a message on it, like sensitize them on HIV/AIDS using football. That's great to use such things, and the Premier Skills for the future.
The Botswana FA has given strong support to the Premier Skills project, and as more coach educators have qualified, so the programme's reach has widened.
It has been a very wonderful experience. Even the response was positive, and to me it's very nice because it's even increasing the number of coaches here in our country. Like I said, Botswana is a very small country, but we have few coaches here, skilled ones. We have only trainers back there. But with Premier Skills, it's helping now to increase the number of coaches around, which will help our communities back at home, especially the ones at the remotest areas.
With programmes like Premier Skills developing coaches and players, the hope is that qualification for major tournaments can become a regular occurrence, as a new generation has the chance to realise their potential, both on and off the field.
It's instilling in these young ones and in the coaches as well, to be involved in community work. And that is very key in a country like Botswana that is still developing, where you still have pockets of marginalized people, pockets of people that still need to be given the opportunity to actually make it. If you don't do that, you might find that you leave out people who otherwise have the talent, people who otherwise can make a difference, not just in Botswana, but even outside Botswana.
South America's Recopa, the two-legged showdown between the winners of the continent's 2 club tournaments last year, has been won by Santos. The 2011 Libertadores winners beat Universidad de Chile 2-0 on aggregate. Asia's third-tier club tournament, the